a little bit of passion in terms of wanting to get into the work and solve problems. But I'm also looking at, and as already said, communication skills. It's those soft skills that they're often forgotten about with a lot of people that go into engineering or science, but they're the ones that are key to actually getting anything done. You don't do your work in a vacuum. You do your work with other people, so you have to engage and influence people to get stuff done.
Just like a can-do attitude's massive. Like you see by the two girls, like they didn't give up. You know what I mean? Like myself, I didn't give up. Like you keep pursuing what you're after, and eventually you'll get there.
What we really look for is honesty, a bit of commitment, a little bit of dedication. Someone who's open enough to work and in a flexible, I guess, environment. As a young person, you don't want to say no. You want to give yourself every opportunity to experience as much as you can. And if that is one day, as Baden said, jumping on a shovel and digging a trench with a plumber, and the next day he's boxing a bit of formwork out for a slab, now that experience, you just don't buy that. So it's exactly what, as an employee, you're looking for, is someone who's prepared to have a go and can demonstrate, an ability just to get in and do what needs to be done. And that attitude is enormous. You can teach skills, you can't teach attitude. So that's what we look for.
You need to be able to think creatively. You need to be able to kind of come up with ideas. It's also really important to be able to work collaboratively, because often you're working with huge teams of people. So you need to be able to get along with all kinds of people, often people with very big personalities. So you need to be quite diplomatic as well. You need to be adaptable. You need to be able to kind of think on your feet when things happen, which perhaps, weren't planned for, and to be able to come up with quite quick and creative solutions to problems. Mm-hmm. And I think also a huge part of what a curator does is communication. So being able to write and express ideas, which can be quite complex, but make them accessible to the widest possible audience.
Day one, it's sort of we're trained up to be problem solvers. So yeah, certainly. Where I'll get as a graduate engineer, I'll get thrown sort of a smaller part of a bigger job for myself to handle, to figure out to solve the problem. So yeah, definitely. Every project that we deliver is part of a team. There's never a solo project. There'll be very little projects around where you're not incorporating, civil engineering works and groundworks and structural and electrical and mechanical. They're all encompassed into all the projects. So you're forever dealing with various different people within your team and within other teams as well. So there's no, there's always support there if you need it. If you're struggling, you can always bounce ideas off people. It's really a high level of teamwork involved.
Getting something that's going to grab the employer's attention. And I think what Scott said following on from that is, because a lot of these young people may not have work experience or work history, but highlighting those transferable skills. So, those things that they think that are everyday things, cooking in the kitchen with mum, or babysitting, or in the shed with dad, whatever that might look like. But
find something that you enjoy, find something that you want to do, and then work really hard on becoming a specialist in that area, because things are getting more technical, like Chris said, right? Anybody can put a post on social media, right? But not everybody can run highly structured Facebook ad campaigns, okay? And there's a lot of value in that, and that's what companies and businesses look for in talent. It's what we look for, is people who have a really deep knowledge of a particular area. So it's not about being a jack of all trades. It's about finding someone who has a really deep talent in a particular area, and you're then able to solve people's problems, businesses' problems, and create a lot of value for them.
What industry tells me, similar to what Brianna and Michael are saying, is that they don't necessarily need you to be fully skilled up and be on site. Their industry's happy to do that training What they really want is someone to turn up 5 days a week and be committed to the job. That's the most important thing. You need to want to do the job and not just be there because someone's told you that you need to go and you need to get a job. Industry is prepared to go to the lengths of like Saputo and like Jeff Thompson's. They're prepared to help you then grow in that direction you want to go. Get your foot in the door, have a look at what the industry is, and then say, oh, I really want to do this. Go back to TAFE and do a Cert 3 in civil construction, or go and do a manufacturing course. These entry levels are really, industry is prepared to take you on. You know, have some confidence around yourself to be able to do that, because these industries are genuinely want to see you achieve and grow where you, and want to keep you within their organisation for a long period of time. They don't want high turnovers. They want to be able to keep you and, you know, reward you by promoting you within the ranks and offering opportunities. So within that, it's around about just really having the push to want to work. You know, that's the first and foremost what industry is looking for.